That's how I feel when only person who can stop you is the man in the mirror. When you look down at your wrists and you see money. When you look at your shoes and you see money. When that scarf on your neck means money.
This is Zip Squad, bitch.
Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois. Yes, I've been a boss. Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, first off, thank you for blowing up the comments before we even got on. And happy St. Patrick's Day, y'all.
Yes.
Welcome
Yes.
to Top Rope Wrestling Talk. Shout out to David and Brian and the honorary Uso himself, Bakley. I'll throw a one up for that. All the guys in the chat already. We are so stoked to be here. We are hoping Grandma Wendy will run and cash in as we get going. But for now, folks, it's me, not DDP, but the luckiest leprechaun in history. I am your producer, your soundboard part Irish extraordinaire, the jack of all trades, the master of absolutely none, the one, the only South Philly Sycho, D-O-M. I got my green beer. I'm ready to go. Let's fucking go.
Yo, the chat's on fire.
They really are, and I love you for it, guys. And even though Grandma and I had a ton of fun last week, the show didn't feel complete. And do you know why? Because we were missing the founder of Top Rope Wrestling Talk, making his Bloodline Entertainment Network debut. He is the biggest.
Hold on. I'm part of this now.
Yes, get them ones up in the chat on the screen. We the ones. You know this. I love it. Devin's going to love that.
I know.
He is the biggest MJF mark you will ever meet. He is the man with the majestic beard and the Burberry scarf. The salt of the earth of podcasting. My main man, your homie as well, Bruce. I love you, Devin. What's up, my tribal chief?
Oh, you know that's gonna be a meme on Clark Street.
You know it is. TK, my boy. I'll throw the one up. Bang. This one's for you, bro. Oh, that was too good. I'm sorry. You gotta say, or I gotta say, and he knows it because Wendy's not here.
And I do. Wait a minute. I messed it up. Don't even worry about it, Tom.
See?
Yes. We just totally lost it, so it's all good.
Devin had us cracking up. We couldn't help it, though.
Yes. So it was a pretty interesting week in the wrestling world, like
hell yeah.
Just in general. There's the not so here's the thing. There was a dirt sheet. Okay.
Oh boy.
And listen. But no. Listen to this.
I'll throw a different one up for the source.
It said Jay White has been in talks with WWE. Okay, we knew that. And it said Jay White has also been in serious talks with AEW. Okay, we knew that. And then it goes on to say Jay White is 50-50 on the choice. Like, really?
Really?
Really? That's what
Really?
you give us?
Really?
Like, he's 50-50. Well, no shit. He's only talking to two
Oh, wait,
companies.
I'm getting texted. Top rope sources say Jay White may or
Yes.
may not go to WWE
Exactly.
or AEW.
Exactly.
Stay tuned, folks. Wait.
Exactly.
No, it's confirmed. He may or may not go to either one of those two companies. Who didn't know that? Who?
What's good?
Who? What's up, Nick?
So, I want to kick this show off with what you and Wendy talked about last week, and I want you to throw your scenario back out there for me just to refresh my memory.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
I had a rebuttal because I knew you wanted one.
I don't know if I wanted one. I was looking for more of a pat on the back, but I'll take whatever you got. So my whole theory after watching the way the main event played out on Raw, Jay going back to the family and everything, and Cody running out because Cody has been very involved with Sammy in the last few weeks. That basically, what if this is all a swerve? What if Sami Zayn is pulling a Kaiser Soze on us all? And he is doing all of this, taking all these beatings and everything else, looking like he left the bloodline for Roman to get into Cody's head and distract him on his way to WrestleMania.
Okay. You know, I actually like this theory. What if this is his real test to the bloodline?
Right?
You know, everyone's saying this has been such great storytelling. What if this is really Sammy's test?
Yeah.
To cost Cody Rhodes the championship at WrestleMania.
Because, you know, Roman was saying your final test is coming, and giving him a chair to hit Kevin Owens after he already screwed Kevin Owens out of a win in a War Games match, it's not really a test.
Yeah. Well, the other part of this where I'll go along with your theory because it is good. So Sami Zayn turns on Cody Rhodes. Yeah, it's really good. So Sami Zayn turns on Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, costing him the title. And then the bloodline is standing around Cody. And then the music hits. And the Elite come out to save Cody. And then we have WWE Elite versus the bloodline. Because here's the thing. Some of the biggest stuff going around, and it has not, and Omega and the Bucks have not shied away from it. Their contracts are coming up very, very soon.
Okay, true.
Their contracts are, and here's the thing. Cody left. Why wouldn't they leave if they had the opportunity? We can't say that those three are going to stay there forever. We can't. Because, yeah, they're EVPs. Cody was an EVP. You know what I mean?
Oh, I was just about to ask, are we going to put together another Elite in WWE, or are we bringing the guys from AEW to WrestleMania?
Yes.
Now I have my answer. So,
yes.
I mean, you make a great point. I don't know first off, I don't know when their contracts run out or if they have any kind of clause.
Right around WrestleMania.
If they were to show up and help Cody and he ends up taking whether he takes the title or not, I mean, to me, that's a WrestleMania moment.
Mm-hmm.
And you could still have the whole, like, Sammy screws Cody. The bloodline is back together with the Honorarius. They're about to just lay waste to Cody and end him permanently. And then all of a sudden, here come the Elite. Like, that would be cool. I mean, they'd still be kind of outnumbered, but I don't know. Maybe you get somebody else in there too. Like maybe you get a returning Randy Orton because those two used to run together, and it evens up the sides. And the bloodline took out Randy too, if we remember. Like it was a while ago now, but they did.
Yeah.
So I would be extremely stoked if it happened. I would kind of feel horrible for AEW, but at the same time be like, oh fuck it, this is too good, you know?
Yeah.
If they're willing to give them the kind of deal that Cody got, where it's like you can be yourself and not our version of you,
Yeah.
maybe they do it. I don't know.
You know, it's never been a secret that the Bucks follow the money. Kenny, not so much.
No,
The
that's
Bucks
true.
go where the money is. Yes.
I mean, they literally have money falling out of the sky. Well, at least they used to when they came out. So they kind of tell you that what they're all about when they come down the ramp, you know?
Ivan, no, I am not done celebrating. We are going to get to the best world fucking champion in the world that proved every single one of you fucking haters wrong when he went 65 minutes with Bryan Danielson and fucking
This is a good
killed it.
question. Hi, Mr. President. This is a good question. Love you, Ivan.
No, Ivan, I did not get the opportunity to go streaking with just my scarf. I did not. I am sorry.
Oh, come
That
on,
did
man.
not
It's Florida. It had to be warm.
No, that did not happen. That did not happen.
I'm bummed.
So yeah, I would not be surprised if the Elite does not resign with AEW. Do I expect them to resign? Absolutely. I
Yeah.
absolutely expect them to stay. But would I be surprised if they went? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And then if they get Jay White, imagine the matches they could put together with Jay White and Kenny Omega. And they don't see Kenny as a bigger star than Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes is going to be the leader of the Elite.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, as over as he is right now, it would make perfect sense.
Yeah. Cody's their guy.
Cody is
so there you go.
Their guy.
That's my addition to your very well thought out theory that I did like. I always like to see the opposite. Like, you know, I said, you know, the Usos and everyone's going to turn on Roman at WrestleMania. I like to see someone come, you know, with the other side. With the other side,
it's that mind of a psycho. That's why you guys keep me around. Because, like, I watch a lot of wrestling podcasts. I listen to a lot. I watch a lot of clips. I had not seen anybody come at it from this angle, and I thought, man, it would be so perfect. And when I said it to Wendy, I thought her head was going to explode. So, and the chat is killing it tonight.
Yes.
Do you see the Burberry on his neck? Shout out, Paisley. I love you guys. Always making people's days. We try. Oh, my queen. JD is in the building. Shout out to her and the Wrestle Bread podcast. I must bend the rebuilt knee. Your grace. Every fucking time.
So now that we got that out of the way, something that I was really happy about happened Monday night on Raw.
Okay.
Edge was cutting a promo and Judgment Day came out like everybody expected.
Yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah.
And oh my God, I'm actually stoked about this. We are getting Finn Balor versus Edge inside a hell in a fucking cell at WrestleMania.
Oh my God, yes.
And this will probably be the only time we see this match this year. Because that pay-per-view's over.
I'm pretty sure the pay-per-view is gone. I know they said they were getting rid of that, and then they kind of brought back Elimination Chamber.
Triple H wanted to bring prestige back to the cell. He wanted to bring prestige to it, and it kind of lost its flair, you know, once they made it a pay-per-view. They wanted it to settle major feuds.
And this is perfect for for Finn Balor and for Edge. Because they've had a long-standing feud between ever since they kicked Edge out of his own group. And when these two hit that cell, the only thought going through your head should be,
shit's about to hit the fan.
Like, straight up.
Yes. Absolutely. Um, yeah, I think I actually this is actually a match that I am looking forward to at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Um, I still feel it was very stupid kicking Edge out of Judgment Day. I really think that was a retarded move or a stupid move. I'm sorry. Um,
Yeah, watch the wording, man.
yeah, I know. Like I said, I'm sorry. You know,
I know,
I
I
caught
know.
myself.
Slip of the tongue, it happens. I'm just saying,
Yes,
watch it.
it was stupid.
I will do this shit myself, sir.
It was no, it was stupid. It really
Damn right, it
was.
was fucking stupid. He apologized. We're moving on.
No, I'm talking about Edge being kicked out.
Oh, well, yeah, that too.
And that.
Both of them. Both.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
but no, this match I think is gonna be really good. I'm very looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, I'm going through the WrestleMania card in my mind. There's really maybe one match that I'm not really looking forward to, but this one could steal the show. Like
Yeah,
this is going to
absolutely.
be that good. And while I do think it was a bit stupid to kick Edge out of the Judgment Day, the way they have rebounded and added, Rhea, and you see what it's done for her. Bring a Dom in,
Yeah.
and now he's doing hard time, and we might get to a little bit more on that man later. But like, I think the course correction itself made it like worthwhile to get rid of that motherfucker, because with him, I don't know if Rhea's where she is right now. I don't think Dom is where he is right now, because I don't see Edge trying to get involved in that angle with Ray. Be like, no, his kid, no, I'm not doing that to that man. No.
No, I don't know. Yeah, maybe that is a possibility. I guess we'll never know why, but yes, I'm looking very much forward to the Hell in the Cell.
Yeah, you and me both, dude. You and me both.
See, you want to know something that I found out on on Monday Night Raw?
What'd you find out on Raw?
Baron Corbin is a fucking bum now.
Again.
Like no, this dude had the world in his hands. Like he had everything like being handed to him.
Again.
And like this isn't a gimmick bum. This is like, dude, you're a friggin' bum now. You're not even worth TV time.
Yeah.
Like the dude's getting squashed.
Yeah. Dude's getting beat by everybody. Even a few weeks ago, Chad Gable got his revenge for King of the Ring. It was like, wow.
Like why is Otis in Maximum Male Models? Is that a rib, or is that real?
I don't know. It's like a running segment in the back where they keep calling him Otis, and Maxine is like getting all flirty with him, like they're trying to revive the whole Mandy Rhodes thing. I don't know what that is. It's a little weird, but it is funny. It's definitely funny when you watch and you see the way he reacts, and then you see him look at Gable. He's like, "Whoa," he immediately like snaps out of it, like, sorry for the Academy, whatever, I'm cool. But the segments themselves are actually kind of hilarious. So I'm gonna let it play out for a little bit, but I don't get it either. Yeah, oh shit! So I guess they announced that Charlotte and Rhea will be main eventing night 1. Wow.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely good TV, TK. I'm not gonna lie. Like, absolutely. I enjoy it. I don't have to understand it to enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of Otis, I guess.
Oh, I know.
Like, I know the dude can wrestle, and I give him all the props in the world, but I don't know. I've never been a fan of him, even Heavy Machinery.
Oh, I know.
I seen him at the very small auditorium for NXT at a house show.
Yeah, the house show
was like, I don't know. Yeah. Chad Gable is where the money is. That dude could be the next Kurt Angle.
Absolutely. I
Serious
love Chad
be
Gable.
the next Kurt Angle for WWE. If they gave him the opportunity to do that, he could be the next Kurt Angle. He could still be that clown and Joker, but be a fucking over the top killer in the ring.
Yeah,
Dude's
absolutely.
got all the skills, he's got the moves, and he can actually freaking wrestle.
I think the OGTK is onto something. You
Oh,
know,
absolutely, Tim.
silly comedy
Absolutely,
to fill a 3-hour
absolutely.
show, which is why they moved them to Raw, I presume. Yeah, it makes a
Absolutely.
lot of sense, TK. It makes a lot of sense. Hey, PJK, what's going on, man? Sorry, dyslexia kicked in. Chad Gable is the truth. Fact.
Yes, he is.
Fact.
Yes,
I'll drink to that one.
Fuck yeah.
Oh man, yeah, no. Chad Gable. Ooh.
See, Devin, we talk about WWE.
Yeah, we don't. By the way, we don't sit here and go WWE. Oh, shake my head. And then you wonder why people call you a hater. Hafiz, come to us, man. We'll talk wrestling. I'm playing all week. You know I love you. Keep doing you, bro.
So I am 100% sure that Rey and Dom will have a match at WrestleMania, and it will be for Rey Mysterio's career, and probably his mask.
Yeah, I like career, definitely.
If he loses his mask, he's losing his career. Because at this stage of his career, he's ready to retire, so he can give up the mask.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
I was gonna say,
pretty much the whole retirement in Mexico.
Taking his mask doesn't necessarily end his career, because if it did, it would have ended in like 2000 with WCW.
That was a different story. That was
a fucked up story.
That's
one of the things that got me off the Ray train, was like, you're gonna take off the mask and then you're gonna put it.
I couldn't take him serious without the mask. I'm not gonna lie. Without the mask, he looked like an overgrown baby.
Well, that's true, but the thing the thing about Lucha Libre is, once you lose the mask, you're done. Like, you never put it back on. Look at like Santos Escobar. He took his mask off. Andrade, same thing. He might wear something to the ring, but he takes it off. Ray lost his mask for a couple of years, came to WWE, slapped that bitch back on. If you're a Lucha Libre fan,
he's another one.
Hoobie was another, and I was mad about that too. Psychosis, that kind of thing. But if you're like a traditional Lucha Libre fan, you get pissed off about that.
Yeah. Well, he was Rey Mysterio Jr. when he lost his mask. He wasn't Rey Mysterio yet.
Okay, so it was a different dude with the same plastic knees.
No, it was
clickety clackety.
It was as Story said, his grandfather or his father, whoever, allowed him to use the Rey Mysterio name, not the Rey Mysterio Jr., because that was his name. It's like gifted to him in the family, so they say.
Right. I know, Bakley, right? Spoiler alert from the late 90s. You mean he lost his mask in a match already? You don't say. But that didn't happen in WWE.
It happened in WCW.
See, there's the catch, I guess. That's the real catch. Oh, well, it didn't happen here. Put the mask back on.
Yeah.
I don't know. But either way, he lost it. So if it was for Ray's career, especially now that we've already had the announcement that Ray will be inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, maybe it's time that we get to the end of the line with Rey Mysterio. I'm not knocking him. The guy's had a tremendous career. I'm just saying he's been around for a long fucking time. So if Dom ends his career on the same night that he goes in the Hall of Fame, makes sense.
Hey, Dom. Cage My IQ has a point.
Did I miss something? Damn, chat doesn't want to update on my end.
Yes.
WCW or WWE bought WCW accounts now. I wish it did, bro. Why'd he come back in the mask then? You know, like I wish it did. I agree with you, Honorary Oos. I am a Lucha Libre guy, man. I loved Ray back in the Bingo Hall. I don't know if you're old enough to have seen it. I did when Conan and Ray and Psychosis and all the AAA guys like invaded the fucking Bingo Hall and tore it down. I was loving all that because I used to try to catch Lucha Libre anywhere I could, any way I could in the 90s. So I love Rey Mysterio for that type of shit. And I wish that shit counted. Clearly it didn't.
Yeah. So let's talk about the Revolution. Let's talk about Ricky Starks.
Oh, that Revolution. Yes.
Yes.
The one that's
that
finally
is
being televised. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Soft spot.
Yes. Yes. So Ricky was recently on Swerve Strickland's podcast. And part of this is he's him and Swerve are laughing and joking. Like him being buff. This is stemming from the photo that was leaked of him at the Royal Rumble with Cody Rhodes.
Right.
And he was joking about it, you know, how he looked buff and all of this stuff. But like he kind of got a little serious and he was like, hey, you never know. I may sue the Alamo Dome for invasion of privacy because it wasn't a photo. It was from the security camera. There were that's where that photo. So basically the security guard.
So somebody leaked it.
Clipped or took a picture of it in the security room and leaked the picture.
Oh.
So he's possibly going to sue the Alamo Dome for invasion of privacy, which, wow. I mean, I don't know. What do you think about that?
To me, and I think this is more of Grandma's expertise, but to me, it feels a little petty, Ricky. It really does. Like you have gone from Pretty Ricky to Petty Ricky on this one. Like everybody knows you roll with Cody Rhodes. If you watch Rhodes to the Top, you're all over it, dude.
But it's also stirred up speculations about him leaving AEW.
Well, shit, give the sources 10 minutes and they'll come up with another reason he's leaving. You know, like that's not a big deal either. So I feel like you're what was it my mom used to say? You're kind of making a mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it got out there. That sucks. But at the same time, everybody knows who you are. Everybody knows you roll with Cody. You showed up to the Rumble. You could have stayed home. You showed up anyway. So you put yourself in that position. And now you want to turn around and sue the Alamo Dome. Again, this all feels like Wendy's, Wendy's expertise because she's from San Antonio and she's like the queen of petty. She has the petty meter and everything. Yeah. I'm trying my best to fill in since I guess she went to sleep. I don't know, guys. This is what happens when you have a show with Grandma. Sometimes she just conks out. Yeah. And we can't necessarily like go over and be like, wake up. But in my opinion, it does feel a little bit petty at this point. Like if you didn't want your photo taken, don't show up. You're lucky that somebody in the crowd was like, oh, it's Ricky and Cody. Click. You almost got away with it if it weren't for that meddling security guard.
Right.
And by the way, folks, I'm just going to say it. Subscribe to David, please. Go subscribe to the Bloodline Network. After that, subscribe to David. The man gives us so many great updates on SmackDown. He's got content. Go subscribe to him too after the Bloodline Network. Cheap pop.
There you go. So we're gonna talk about something that makes me happy on the inside. The word on the street, Dom. Okay, hear this. The word on the street. The streets have been talking.
And not Streets from Roto Slappers, who works with us too and is on the Bloodline Network, but the streets.
Yes. Yes, the streets of wrestling are talking.
I'm listening. I
The
got big ears.
the word on the street is that Butch will be reverting back to Pete Dunne, and that was Triple H's original plan when he took over. And the only reason why he didn't change it back is because the Brawling Brutes got over.
Okay.
And he didn't want to hurt the Brawling Brutes, which I actually had no idea they weren't together anymore. Beat the
They
shit
aren't?
out of me. I don't know, because they're obviously, because I don't know, they're reverting, Butch back to Pete Dunne.
Well, I mean, I think they could make him Pete and still be a part of the Brawling Brutes. He just wouldn't have to wear your hat anymore, which he
Hey.
was nice enough to give back. So
I know. I let him
thank you,
borrow it.
Pete or Butch or whatever they're calling you now. Just in time for St. Patrick's Day. That was beautiful. Thank you, Pete or Butch. I mean, when it comes to getting the bruiserweight back, what can I say about this?
I don't care.
I'm fucking excited as hell. I never wanted him to be Butch in the first place. If you watch this show, you know. Go check tape if you haven't. Jesus Christ, I want my bruiserweight back. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, good.
Please, like original longest reigning NXT UK championship champion, and that ain't even a thing anymore. The man was a monster, and you made him. I don't even know what you made him. You made him into a sidekick, really.
Uh-huh.
And I don't even know if he's Sheamus's sidekick or if he's Ridge's sidekick. Sheamus, it's like, okay, I get it. He's won world titles, but Ridge, like, come the fuck on, man. Give me one back. I love that dude. It's nothing against Butch. Like, it's like, oh, it's like you got an associate in life who you're cool with, and then your family shows up. Like Brucey knocks on my front door, and I'm talking to somebody I know from work. I'm like, get the fuck out of my way, man. Brucey's here.
You know what I want to see? Possibly at WrestleMania. I'm not sure. It could happen.
Oh, dude.
I want to see Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight,
right,
versus Walter for the Intercontinental title.
Oh.
Did you not see the war they had for the European Championship?
Yes.
Oh my shit.
Yes. Oh my god.
You want to steal a WrestleMania? You want to put Gunther over even more than he already is? Book that shit for WrestleMania.
Oh my god, yes. That match, like, even if you go back and watch the takeover if you hadn't seen it. But that match at WrestleMania would have me. Damn! Like, that's Brucey and I. Just yes.
Absolutely.
Again, I'm over here like I'm the American Dragon at Revolution. Just yes. Hey, Graydon's in the building. What's happening, my dude? You guys gotta watch the Bid Buster if you're in the movies. I don't care if it's current or throwbacks or whatever. That dude kills it. I love you, man. Keep doing what you do. Thank you for showing up. And thank you for letting me call you Grayson again during an entire pre-launch live stream for like 3 hours and never correcting me once. I don't know why you didn't, but I respect you for it. And I apologize profusely. I'm gonna do it every time, man.
Okay.
Sorry,
so
that's my dude.
We're gonna hit on some AEW now. We're gonna talk about the A show. No,
Again. No, I'm kidding.
Yes,
sorry. I was doing my best Devin impression. Continue.
We're talking about AEW. Oh my god. The House of Black is going to hold those trios titles for a very, very long time. Brody King is a fucking animal, and they are portraying him as one, and it is amazing to watch. He destroyed everybody in that match.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking killed him.
And that was after destroying the Elite at the pay-per-view, man. Oh,
Yeah.
fucking Brody King. I've said it time and time again, even whether it's watch-alongs or this show, Brody King is a goddamn beast. And once they let him roam free in AEW, it's going to be a beautiful thing. And they're finally starting to do that.
He's their next big man star. You know, you've got Wardlow, you've got Joe.
You even got Hobbs now.
You've got Hobbs now, and
Finally.
now you've got Brody King. That's crazy. That's crazy. So there's something else added, to this match. So what are your thoughts on the House of Black now that they have the trios titles and they have the spotlight on them? Do you really think they're that mega force to be messed with, or do you think they're gonna hold the titles for a couple of months?
Oh no, man! I think they're a force. I think they've been a force since they walked in, and now finally the powers that be are starting to realize that and use them the way they're supposed to be used. But I have been on the House of Black since Brody King showed up. Like before Buddy ever got there. Once it just became the Kings of the Black Throne after Malachi debuted, I was like, yes, let it begin. These guys need to win like tag team titles and singles titles. They need to hold all the belts. Fuck them. And then Buddy showed up, and it was like, man, this guy's a beast too. And Bakley's right. I mean, lately Brody is like a beast pillaging a fucking city. It's like Godzilla in Tokyo. I swear to God. And it's all deserving because these guys are absolutely amazing. Even Buddy, I know he kind of sticks out a little bit because he doesn't have any tattoos and he wears the shorts. And you can say whatever you want to say about it. But the three of them together, and then Julia Hart kind of like being that little, background distraction / enforcer with some of the shit she's been pulling off. This is where they should have been all along. The house should always fucking win.
Yeah.
Now they are. And you destroyed two of the biggest superstars or wrestlers, whatever you want to call them, in wrestling in their backyard.
Yeah.
Kenny and Jericho in the same match.
Mm-hmm.
You have now established yourself in AEW. And I love every fucking second of it.
That was all I was thinking about. Like when I saw the the Revolution pay-per-view when they won the titles, like watching him, like, and it's pretty cool is my wife actually watched that match with me, and Brody King's face paint freaked her out.
Hello. Off-putting when you haven't seen them and you see them, when they come out.
Yeah, she saw it a couple times and then she just kind of walked out. I said, okay.
Hey, at least she tried. I know she's more of a live crowd girl, and so I appreciate you, high class lass. Thank you for trying.
I love her for it. But I think the House of Black is definitely that force, and Cage My IQ. You're kind of right. I wish I could share your damn thing.
This one?
Yes, they do need to build up Julia Hart. I completely agree. It is a long time coming, and if they can build her up and actually put her in the division and let her wrestle, because we all know she can actually wrestle, but I think she just needed some fine tuning, and I'm sure she's good to go now.
He's taken some crazy spots since joining the House of Black.
Yeah, and
like that table spot where her head cracked the concrete on the floor. Like, but she's putting in that work. That's for sure.
I definitely think it is time for that, and they need to, so they can make that story completely pay off.
Yeah. I mean, Can we be honest for a second? I feel like Julia Hart is everything that the bunny tries to be.
Yeah.
Now that she's gone to the House of Black, she's all dark and mysterious. Like, she is everything that the bunny wishes she was, which is why Julia Hart's on TV and the bunny is not.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's been a long time since she's been out of the ring, too.
That's true. That's true.
You know, so who knows? She may just stay a manager. You know,
Maybe.
the other thing that I wanted to talk about this main event from Dynamite, it was the ending of it. And we talked a little bit about it before the show. You know, the match ended and the Blackpool Combat Club basically chasing Hangman to the ring, and he jumps in the ring and everyone clears out, and he's just Hangman's face to face with the BCC, and all of a sudden the Elite come in behind him and the BCC backs up and leaves the ring. So this is and you know, like I said, we were talking about this before.
Right.
So now you have the Elite, the original Elite with Hangman. You know,
Yeah.
all they're missing is Cody, but
All
obviously
they're
that's
missing is Cody. Are they going to
but
bring
that's not-
Hangman to WrestleMania? There's a new question.
I don't know.
That would
I
be
really
that
don't
would
know.
that would even up the sides. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that is true. And you know, if that happened, you know, that you could pretty much say it's Tony Khan's company. All, you know, like, I mean, it is his company anyways, but like most of his originals, like his big originals, are gone. You know, the ones he based the company off of, the Bucks, Omega, Hangman, and Cody.
If they leave, yeah. If they all leave, yeah. But I was gonna say, don't say that to the Pillars, especially after that whole rebar.
Oh, we're gonna get
I'm sorry.
there.
Put the pin.
We're gonna get there. Put a pin in that. We're gonna circle around to it. Yeah, Hangman. He did leave, but you know what?
I was just seeing that. I was like, oh, really? Because I didn't see that clip, to be honest, Bakley. I believe you completely. I trust you, Honorary Oost. I just won't turn my back on you while you have a chair. But
the writing's on the wall. It's right there. It happened so many times, like it cannot not happen. Yeah. It's one of those things, you know. And we all know Danielson is out. But
he went home. He said, "I'm going home."
Yeah, I'm going home. So if that
cried.
gives the Elite 4, that means the Blackpool Combat Club needs a fourth. And you know, we talked about, you know, the couple that we talked about, we kind of covered all the bases.
Yeah, you had a good one for in-house AEW, and then I had a good one for someone they could bring in, even if it was a one-off. Both have history with the Combat Club.
Yes, they do. And you know, I'm gonna let you go first because you can go first on this one, big guy.
All right, no problem. Now, believe me, I know this one is a stretch, but considering their history, considering how amazing they were in some places, and considering his style, I could see Chris Hero being that fourth guy being brought back by Claudio. And maybe they start running together in ROH whenever they decide to bring Claudio to ROH exclusively, because he and Wheeler Yuta are like two dudes who haven't just gone to ROH at this point.
Yeah.
Like Joe even lost his title to go to ROH, but those guys are hanging around. So I could see Chris Hero, even if it's not long term, even if it was just something for like a blood and guts match, returning to be the fourth man and standing by Claudio against the Elite. And I know Bruce doesn't like him. I would mark the fuck out, because the Kings of Wrestling were one of my favorite tag teams in any promotion, in any era. I love the Kings. So if you want to bring him back, I'm going to mark the fuck out like I'm Ned Flanders. Just,
No,
I
I
did see that, Bakley, and I'm dying for that. Could you imagine an ROH pure title match between Wheeler and Shibata? Holy shit.
ooh, that'd be at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would.
Oh,
On WrestleMania weekend, by the way.
yeah.
So that's gonna be fun. Dang it. Yeah, I did see that, and I'm so stoked for that, dude.
And I think it's a really good shot. And like I said before, we kind of covered both bases. Is I think Takeshita joins the Blackpool Combat Club. Don Callis is trying to recruit him, and he's just kind of like, meh. You know what I mean? Yeah.
He doesn't really seem like elite material, you know?
No, and you brought it up as well. He went to war with Wheeler, he went to war with Claudio, and he went to war with Danielson, and he went to war with Mox.
Mox more than any of them, really.
Exactly, and that's exactly how Wheeler Yuta got pulled in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
Claudio's the only special one out of the four. He could just come in. He just joined.
Yeah, he could just show up from WWE and be like, "I'm here." You're in.
I also feel that was a very smart move for Tony Khan to put Claudio in the Blackpool Combat Club, because it gave him a chance to get him on TV. I think if he would have came in and just been himself, he would have blended in kind of like he did in WWE. I mean, he was great in WWE. He was good, but I think AEW, he could be a world champion. So I think this is a good way to start him off in AEW, is with the Blackpool Combat Club. I just kind of love how these things are flowing along.
Oh, look at this.
And so much more to it. What?
Don just posted a picture of himself, Tony, and Takeshita at a bar with the caption, putting out the red carpet for Takeshita.
Shut the fuck up.
It happened. It doesn't mean he's going to go there, but
I know.
I do love the way this is all flowing together. And I got to say, whether it's in-house or they bring in Chris Hero, either way, you can't go wrong. Either way, it's just one of those moments where you look at it and think about these options and say to yourself,
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I think we covered the bases pretty well on that one. Those are some fire ass options right there.
You know what?
I
think on Wednesday night next week, the stadium's going to fucking collapse, because the pillars will collide again, just like they did this past Wednesday. I love this. I love it. These are the four guys that they want to put the company on their backs when the Elite leave and when Cody left. These are the four that they handpicked at the beginning. The fans handpicked. The fans called them the pillars. And they just ran with it.
Yeah.
Because they were always talking about the young talent in AEW. They don't push them. They don't push them. Well, guess what? Here are your four pillars that the fans deemed of AEW going for the prize. Yes, we're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about that too, Bakley. Just give us 1 second. Brucey hasn't talked about MJF in 2 weeks. You got to give him.
Oh my God, yes.
His head's going to explode if we don't.
So we have a Rebop Mitzvah on Dynamite to kick it off. Max is the fucking man, honestly. Like, yeah.
He's acknowledging his tribal chief right now.
Yes. He's a goddamn wrestling god. But here's the thing.
I almost missed that. Almost.
The thing I appreciated about this is Max did his talking before they came to the ring, before Jungle Boy, before Sammy, and before Darby. And he actually, in that second segment with the four of them, he put him over by them shutting him up. If The crowd popped for him. Like the dude. Come on, man.
Like all three of them basically said, "Shut the fuck up, Max," and he did.
And he did. And the crowd popped exactly like they were supposed to. The man is a wrestling god, and he is a god on the microphone. You cannot deny that. If you watch the Iron Man match, you cannot fucking deny that man his
Oh no, I
credit
gave him his
anymore.
flowers. I did. I gave him his flowers last week. If you can go 60 plus minutes with the Dragon and tap him out to win the match with his own move, you're pretty damn good. I don't care whose book it is. Like, you have to acknowledge that fact. That I don't care if he hit him with the ring. I don't care if he clocked him with something else. I don't care if he used heel tactics. He's a fucking heel. He still went 60 plus minutes with a guy who can kick somebody's head in seconds and beat him with his own move.
Yeah.
You can't deny that.
Nope.
And this week, oh my God. Yeah, could you imagine? I don't even care. Could you imagine Cody Rhodes telling Roman to shut up? You think he's gonna?
Has Roman even wrestled 60 minutes in 2 years?
Probably. I mean, he's had some longer matches, but never.
It was a fucking joke.
Never an Iron Man match. You know, like
it was
that.
A joke.
That match with him and Sammy, you know. I'm thinking about it.
The dude never come close to an hour.
Yeah. I mean, him and Sammy won a good half hour. That was a good match, but beer burp. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, I don't remember him ever being in an Iron Man match, period.
So it was more of a joke, and we kind of turned it into serious.
I don't give a fuck. I ran with it.
I know you did. That was exactly not what we were talking about. We were supposed to be talking about the pillars here.
We're gonna go back to the pillars. We're gonna go back to the pillars right now. We derailed for real quick. Now we're gonna back to the topic. So yeah, the pillars. Please continue.
I can honestly see Sammy being the one coming out of this more over out of the three. No one's going to be more over than Max, but I actually see Sammy getting rid of his tarnished image
again.
In this feud. He always finds a way.
That's the thing, man. Sammy. I don't think this is even it could be my opinion. It could be fact. I don't know. But when I look at the three of them, Sammy has been more over than any of those, than Jungle Boy and Darby ever. And he just keeps shooting himself in the foot. Mm-hmm. But until he shoots himself in the foot, like, he's been over. That's why he has more TNT title reigns than Darby. And he's actually won more championships than Jungle Boy. And he's been in a faction that ran AEW. He wasn't just walking around with a dinosaur, you know? He wasn't just skateboarding down with his art school dropout videos behind him. Like, he was doing big things. He was main eventing with MJF at one point.
Yeah.
And then he kept shooting himself in the foot and followed back. And then he would get himself over again, shoot himself in the foot. So at least this time, just somebody take the gun out of Sammy's hand. Don't let him do it again.
Absolutely.
Don't let him do it again. This dude is too good and too talented and too able to get over to just continuously shoot himself in the fucking foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as far as all of them go, I love it. How many times have I sat here with you and Wendy and said AEW needs to focus on their homegrown talent?
And they are now.
And now they're finally at a point where they're doing it. They're doing it with the guns. They've done it with the Acclaim. Now they're doing it with the pillars all over again.
Hobbs, Wardlow.
Hobbs has a belt.
The pillars.
Wardlow's back in.
Ricky.
You know, even guys who come in and made their name there, like Takeshita, like, they are pushing more of their guys to the front, and that's what I've always wanted out of these guys. That's when I really enjoyed AEW. Don't get me wrong. Like, Rusev debuted, loved it. Malachi Black debuted, loved it. of the House of Black. But at the same time, you still have to push your guys to the forefront because they're the ones, as Darby was saying in the ring, who are going to be loyal to you.
Yeah.
They're not going to start a bidding war in 2024. They're going to be like, oh, my contract's up. Well, give me a contract. I'll stay.
Yeah.
Because you made them who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas all these other guys, I don't care if it's Rusev or Keith Lee or Malachi Black or whatever, if they feel the need, just like Cody, to run back to WWE, they're going to do it. Not that Cody did anything wrong. I'm just saying it's a fact. They have that option. Maybe some of these homegrown guys don't, and maybe they don't want it because AEW made them.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, here's the thing, like we said it earlier. I said it earlier. The Bucks and Kenny, they're not going to be there forever. Hangman is a lot younger than those three and has been doing it a lot less time. So he'll be there after they're gone. And that's it. But here's the thing, he's been a singles wrestler his whole time in AEW, so it's no big deal. Those guys leave, they have people to replace the Bucks and Kenny. Would it suck? Fuck yes, it would suck. It would suck. But here's the thing, the doors aren't going to close at AEW.
No. Look at Stu Grayson.
They're not going to close.
Look at Stu Grayson.
Yeah.
It was just announced tonight that he is all elite again after showing up in his hometown and reuniting with Evil Uno. They gave him a contract, and he talked some shit about AEW on the way out the door, and they still brought him back. So obviously the door's not locked or anything. Like, you want to come back, come back. We'll let you back in. Fuck it. But
yeah,
it makes more sense to give these guys that you built the opportunities so that maybe when their contract does come up, they don't think, well, maybe I could take this deal with NXT, or maybe Trips wants me on the main roster. Like, they just think, okay, give me another contract. I'm ready to roll,
Yeah.
And that's why I think they're working with guys like Ricky Starks and pushing the pillars again and bringing Takeshita and kind of putting him into the main event spotlight leading into a pay-per-view and beyond. And it's one of the reasons I loved AEW from the jump. Was they of course they had Cody, and of course they had Dustin, and they had Jericho, and they had all these guys, but they were pushing the Lucha Bros, SCU, which doesn't really exist anymore,
which
sucks. They were pushing Jungle Boy, they were pushing Hangman, they were pushing Darby Allin from the minute these guys walked in the door. Same with Sammy, same with MJF.
The very first match ever for AEW on television was Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara.
And Sammy kind of stole the show in that match. And that's what I loved about AEW. And if we start getting that back again, then maybe Meltzer won't look like such a brown noser when he gives Tony Khan Booker of the Year for like the 4th, 5th straight fucking year.
Oh, it's never going to stop.
I know. I'm just saying. Maybe it won't be so bad.
He's gonna be a 70-year
he's gonna be the forever Booker of the Year.
Exactly. It's the forever award. No one can book better than Tony Khan.
Me and Grandma will be dead and gone, and Tony Khan will still be winning Booker of the Year.
And he'll be dead and gone too. Hey, Meltzer's
gonna bring the award to his fucking grave because somehow Meltzer has survived like a cockroach.
It's his great grandson brings the award to Tony's grave every year, and there's a stack of them like fucking 8 feet high.
You know what, Bakley? Yes, that's absolutely true. He had the first match on the first AEW pay-per-view live when AEW started against Kip Sabian. Right. Right.
Yep.
Sammy has had the opportunities, and Brian even agreed with me. It's like, it's hard. That's why you can't get completely behind him, because every time he catches some momentum and things start to go the right way, he shoots himself in the foot.
Here's the thing. You want Sammy to get over, he needs to be a babyface. His
Yeah.
heel is the same everywhere he goes, and then he gets married and is making out with his wife. Come on, get the fuck out of here. We've seen this a billion fucking times.
Well, that was
Turn
the
him
point.
against the JAS, make him a fucking baby face.
I'm hoping
and
they do that
he
now.
will be a fucking megastar. They
Yeah.
did it once when he left the fucking inner
Because
circle.
him going back to being a heel and back to being in a Jericho faction was like a direct result of all the Pammy Ty Conti bullshit
It's
that people
almost
reacted to. So it was like,
yeah.
well, if you're gonna hate him, we might as well make him a heel because before that, he was fucking over. He
Uh-huh.
was, like I said, we did a watch along where he had the main event match against MJF, and
Uh-huh.
people were chanting for him and tearing the fucking roof off the building, screaming Sammy. And then
Yeah.
all that shit happened with Pam, and they had to kind of adjust accordingly because even if they tried to make him a face, you're not even getting the Cody reaction where like half the crowd cheers and half the crowd boos. You're getting a totally different. You're getting everybody's booing, so you might as well make him a heel.
Yeah. And like the thing is like I saw a glimpse of that amazing Sammy Guevara when he cut his part of the promo. That's what I saw that over the
Especially
not
when he
even over the
clapped.
top.
When he clapped back about the whole thing with it, when MJF brought up his old fiance, and Sammy was like, "Wait, didn't your fiance just leave you?"
And like it didn't even it was like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Yeah,
like
immediately.
he was like
It
on
wasn't
the
like, let me think
ropes
about
or
this real quick. Hang on, give me
you
a
know
second.
what
Give me
I
a second.
mean?
Give me a second.
Yeah. It
Your
was like that.
fiance? No, it was just immediately clapped back,
Yeah.
like to the point. I tried to go and get the old that '70s show clip with Kelso saying "burn," but I didn't have time tonight because it's been a crazy week. So I'm just gonna say it as soon as that came out. I was like, "Burn!"
Yes. You know, I was talking about I don't remember who I was talking about it with Christian on Top Rope Wrestling Talk this morning.
Chris, we love that guy.
Or it was in our message board. I can't remember. I think it was on
one or
Top
the
Rope
other.
Wrestling Talk on Facebook. That's our group. Go check it out. Cheap plug.
Thank right here at Top Rope on Facebook.
I actually think that this could make some very, very interesting TV. They could ultimately have a fatal 4-way style of match at the next pay-per-view for the Triple B. I mean, we all know who's coming home with it. That's the man with the Burberry. But they could have like some sort of like roulette match where they pick a card and then they have an entrant. You know what I mean? Almost like an Iron Man match, but it ends with all four in the ring, and then they have their fatal 4-way. Just something fucking different because that's what AEW does.
Yeah. I wouldn't even be mad if they went ECW style and said 4-way dance. Like it's not first pinfall, it's elimination style.
That too. That would be interesting. Who would go first?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think between those three, my vote would go for Jungle Boy, but that's hard to say because I love that dude.
You can't do an elimination style match with the talent that's in that match. If you do an elimination, you're showing a ranking of your 4 pillars.
Hey, well, rankings matter though.
No, not the right kind of rankings.
That they haven't updated since August.
It's not the right kind of rankings, okay? Those aren't the kind of rankings you want out there. You don't want to put your 4 pillars of AEW in a fatal. Well, this is Tony Khan we're talking about, the greatest booker of the year. That could happen
every year.
That could actually happen. That could
be a thing.
It could be a thing. It could be an elimination
next Wednesday.
match.
It's going to be announced at the pay-per-view. We're going to get this and that. We're going to get the fatal 4-way. And it's like, oh man, don't make.
And
me I mean, I know Bruce will choose, but don't make me choose because I love these guys.
It's obvious. There's fucking writings on the wall, and it says MJF.
Do you understand that I have all their T-shirts, like all 4 of them?
Yeah,
I got an MJF shirt. I got a Darby shirt. I got a Jungle Boy shirt. I have a fucking Inner Circle shirt with Sammy on it.
Yeah.
I love these guys, so don't make me choose. Bruce, we know the choice. Don't make me choose.
What? What's my choice?
You know what your choice is. You just said it.
No, I don't. Please enlighten everybody.
3 little letters. That's all I'm good.
What are they?
Oh, Hafiz, I see what you put up with, and I do myself. We really need a support group. MJF, okay? MJF. But I mean, outside of that, I mean, Dynamite was a damn good show. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I love the Taya Valkyrie debut in Canada.
Yes. Cage my IQ. Here's the thing, though. That means the rankings matter. And that's what MJF is trying to prove. The rankings matter. The rankings matter.
It's what he was trying to
it's
prove.
doing.
That's what he tried to prove with the Dragon, right? Like, rankings matter. You're not number one. You got to beat all these guys to be number one. This isn't the same story. I'm saying the rankings matter, even though we all know until he made it personal, it was the same story. You got to admit that. It was the same fucking thing.
It was.
Okay.
I'm not going to admit it.
Okay. Well, I thought maybe. No. But that was amazing. And then, of course, there was another match, which was good. It did its job, but I don't think you appreciated it that much.
What?
Well, it's not the All Atlantic anymore. The International Championship.
Championship. No.
Was I that far off when I said not Intercontinental title? By the way,
the International.
Title. Not Intercontinental.
What you weren't saying that when it was called the what was it? The All Atlantic?
Oh. Yeah. No, go back, dude. I've been talking shit on it since the first day. I was like, why don't you just call it like the 7 Seas title or the International title or something? And then I just said, fuck it. I did. And then I said, fuck it. It's going to be the not Intercontinental title from now on. I backed off of that last one, but I actually said it on one of our shows when they fucking created the tournament for it.
But anyways, I just want to say, fuck Double J.
You and Ivan, man.
Right in the fucking ear with a knife. Oh my God, get him off my fucking television, please. Oh my God. Get him off my television.
See,
no more.
I get it. I do. I get why you and Ivan hate on the guy. And even last week when De Niro showed up in our live chat and he said Jeff Jarrett is going to be the greatest heel champion of 2023. And I said, get the fuck out of here. Like, he doesn't need a title. And he doesn't. And that match proved it. But I think you guys are sort of missing the point because Orange Cassidy is being built up to basically be a fucking beast. I mean, not only did he knock off Jay Lethal, but then Jarrett hurt him after that match. And he had every fucking advantage under the sun, and Orange Cassidy still beat him. And then go back to his last few defenses, and he's been in wars with a who's who in AEW, and he's outlasted and beaten them all. You guys are focusing on Jeff Jarrett, where you really need to look at Orange Cassidy right now, because yes, he has the gimmicks, and he does the thumbs, and he puts his hands in the pocket. We all know that. But they are making him out to be such a strong professional wrestler throughout all this. And Jeff Jarrett getting knocked off in Canada as they level up the title, whatever the fuck that means, is a huge notch on Orange Cassidy's belt. He's now knocked off 2 guys who have won titles everywhere across the globe in 2 weeks.
I would have rather have seen Dante Martin in that match, or I don't know, fucking Lee Moriarty, or the Sergeant. I'd rather see someone like that.
It doesn't make as much of an impact because, no pun intended, because here's a guy who's literally won titles everywhere under the sun. He's held the NWA World Title, the TNA World Title. He created his own promotions. He's a Hall of Famer.
He's done all that. But why put yourself in a title match?
But that's the
Why?
thing.
Why? What's the point? What's the point?
For you to stack the deck against Orange Cassidy in every way possible, and for him to come out on top anyway, because that just makes him look stronger. I'll tell you right now, Orange Cassidy can beat Dante Martin any day of the week. Orange Cassidy can beat Lee Moriarty any day of the week. But when he goes to war with Jay Lethal one week, injures his knee, Jeff Jarrett comes out, takes advantage of him, gets a match against him the next week, and still loses. That's big. That doesn't happen every day of the week, like Orange Cassidy beating these guys like Dante Martin or Lee Moriarty or anybody else you could mention.
Why not let it be Satnam Singh then?
Because
They
Satnam's
don't.
not ready.
They don't even need. Oh my god!
Satnam ain't ready.
This dinosaur is taking up TV time from a young fucking talent. It
Because
is so stupid.
The thing is, Satnam ain't ready, and like Brian said, or I mean, like Bakley said, Jeff Jarrett is doing the job, man. He's giving Orange Cassidy the rub at this point, and you can't get that from Dante Martin. You can't, but you can get it from Jeff Jarrett.
He was.
You can get it from Jay
before
Lethal.
Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, I know, but he was over because of his how do I put it? His shtick. Now lately,
not
with these
because Chris
title
Jericho
defenses-
put him over 2 out of 3 times.
Did you see that Mimosa Mayhem match? It was terrible.
I said 2 out of 3 times, so there was one that was not the Mimosa Mayhem.
I'm just
Falling
saying,
in the Mimosa was trash. The match itself was actually pretty good.
This did for Orange Cassidy what Bryan Danielson did for MJF.
No,
Yes!
don't you put that fucking evil on that
I'm
match.
putting it.
Don't you ever
I'm
put that
putting it 'cause
evil
y'all
on that
can't
Iron
see.
Man match.
Y'all can't
Oh
see it, but
my
I see it.
Not even close
Because
to the
it was-
same level. I am
it
so
was
disappointed
totally
in
set
you right
up.
now, Dom.
Dude, hear me out. It was totally set up for Jeff Jarrett to win this match. He had been to war with Jay Lethal, he injured his knee, and then Jarrett clocks him with a guitar in it. Orange Cassidy could barely walk going in, and Jarrett worked the damn leg throughout the match.
Here's the thing. I
And
understand
he
the
still
story.
won.
I understand the story.
It's the face version of what happened with Danielson and MJF.
Listen, I understand the story part, but why did it have to
I did,
fucking be
Brian.
an 89-year-old Jeff Jarrett? Why couldn't it be somebody else? Why couldn't it be Josh Woods? Why couldn't it be somebody from ROH just to come in
Because
for a
they're
one-time
not
match?
Jeff fucking Jarrett.
The
It's just
fuck
like
out.
when
Oh
Sting
my
gets
God.
when Sting gets into these matches, nobody says, "Oh, why is it Sting with Darby and not, whoever?" Because
Sting
it's
doesn't
fucking
wrestle.
Sting.
It's because he doesn't wrestle every week on live fucking television. Sting is once every 7
Okay, well,
months at a
also-
pay-per-view.
Well, also, it gives the pillars a chance to actually work an angle together as all four, because now you've got Jarrett plugged in to work with Orange Cassidy.
Oh
So now
my
you can peel
God,
these guys
no.
off. It's not like he's looking for the main event. He's basically taking over the Cody
guarantee you
role,
by
man.
the
Like,
end of
I'll
the-
give these kids the rub. I don't give a fuck. I'll go to war with them and I'll give them the rub.
I guarantee you by the end of the year, he
Because
at least
Sting
has a
medically
title
can't.
match.
There's also that, Bakley. Thank you. I don't think Jeff
I don't
Jarrett will
think
win
Sting
a
would.
title ever.
I said he'll
in
have a
WWE.
title match. He'll have a world title match by the end of this year.
Who, Sting?
Jeff Jarrett.
Oh,
We'll
yeah, I
have a
can
world-
see that.
And it'll be the dumbest. I won't watch that fucking match because that old wrinkly bastard's in it, taking up
Wait,
TV time from a young
wait.
talent.
What if it's MJF versus Jeff Jarrett?
I won't watch it.
Really?
I'm dead ass serious.
I don't believe you.
I won't watch it.
Nobody in the chat believes that, bro.
I
Nobody.
won't watch it.
Nobody.
No. He just fucking needs to be in the back and do his job in the back. He doesn't need to be a fucking full-time wrestler on live television taking time away from young talent. I said it. Damn it. WWE's not even fucking doing it anymore. God damn it, Tony.
Can you blame him? Tony called Jeff, not the other way around. That's true.
Yeah,
That is
I know.
also
That's
true.
why I said, God damn it, Tony. Motherfucker.
See, you're mad about it. I get it, so I'm cool
no,
with it.
I hate it. I
If
think
he
it's
would have,
stupid.
if he would have won that match, I'd be as mad as you are right now. I was as mad last week when De Niro brought it up. Like, Jeff Jarrett's going to be the greatest heel champion of 20. Let's get the fuck out of here. He don't need no goddamn titles.
Okay. With that, all of that being said, and
All of it.
my final fuck it, I'm about ready to give you our social medias.
Please
Normal
do.
every week, same thing that we do every week.
Yeah, hit the
I'm
social
asking.
medias and I'll cover the rest. You're good.
Okay.
I'll do the Wendy and the extra part. That's fine.
Okay. All right. With that, you can find us at two places on Facebook. One is Top Rope Wrestling Talk. That is our group. That's where we have chats. That's where we have forums. That's where we have our music league with prizes to the top 3. Come join.
Yeah.
Have fun. Have a chance to win some prizes. Then you can also find us at Rewind Wrestling Network. That is our that's our page. You can also find Rewind's stuff on there as well. Great group of people, great show. Check them out. Then there's also Twitter. You can find us on there at Top Rope WT. Just go on and shoot the shit with us, and you can find a whole bunch of other great wrestling podcasts on there.
Oh yeah, the entire bloodline and then some.
And then you can find the best Instagram handle and Instagram page in the world.
By
The
best,
handle
means
is
worst.
amazing.
It's the worst.
Amazing. And it's
Worst.
all because of Dominic Foxhill.
It really isn't.
It is.
He can break out my government all he wants. It really isn't. I just run the shit, yo.
And it is at top _rope _wrestling _talk. Yes, that is it. Dom, why don't you close the show down?
All right, so I'm gonna take on Wendy's in my own, and so you can catch most of our back catalog if you're into that. If you just joined us for the first time, you've been living under a rock for 3 years. I don't know what the excuse is, but you can find our back catalog, all our audio podcasts at anchor.fm/TRWT. You go there, it's one-stop shopping. You can listen to us, or you can catch your favorite platform from there. You can also find all our old videos at TRWT parentheses a Fox Den John. That's JAWN. It's a Philly thing because I actually made that one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the last 6 months of our stuff is also on the Rewind Wrestling Network, and you can find them anywhere you get your audio platforms, on YouTube at WREWINDPODCAST. Bruce is gonna love this. Fuck Jeff Jarrett, ain't I great?
That's right.
But we are in the process of moving from the Rewind Wrestling Network to be a Bloodline Entertainment Network exclusive. That will take place on April 7th, which I believe is the Friday after WrestleMania. So, and this isn't a heat thing, nothing. We love Rewind. We love the guys there. Shout out to Ted and Ivy, Will, and all the gang.
Everybody.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you to the viewers that have tuned in. That Rewind is always going to be their thing. The Bloodline Network is something that we can build with our crew, with our guys and our family, and make it our thing. So we have all the faith in the world in guys like De Niro and Devin and Ivan and TK and Nick and all that. So we're going to be moving on to try to create something on our own. We thank the Rewind Wrestling Network for everything they've done for us. But come April 7th, you will find us exclusively on the Bloodline Entertainment Network, which can be found everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Discord now, Twitch now.
Yes.
More coming, all at the Bloodline ENT. All one word, no capitals. Come follow us, come subscribe, come like us, come do whatever you got to do. You can find us on Facebook as well at the Bloodline Network with spaces and all that good stuff. But search there, you'll find that. Like the page, you'll see all our clips. You'll see all our episodes. You'll see all our updates, announcements. There's going to be some big interviews coming with TK as well as Nick that they're going to be announcing. So make sure you follow the Bloodline Network so you know before anybody else does. Now, beyond that, you can also catch all of our audio podcasts going forward on Spreaker. And if you go, you can either search for the Bloodline Network or you can go to, that's not, yes, it is. You can go to you can go to www.spreaker.com. This one hurts me like Bruce did with the IG, but I'm gonna try. www.spreaker.com/the-bloodline-entertainment-network. Bruce ought to feel good about that one. Fuck.
Ain't I great?
I did better this week than I did last week. It's all a process. But you can catch all our audio podcasts there, as well as the Wrestling DeLorean, the Universal Podcast, the Tim King Show, Clark Street, which will be coming up at 10:45 after us.
After us.
So 45 minutes from now, check back in on the Bloodline Network. Clark Street will be raring to go. I'm sure they got a lot to talk about. Check them out next. And of course, and if you want to catch up on previous content, like Bloodline related content, you can always check out this sexy ass website that we, and by we I mean TK, put together. It's got all our past episodes. We put the audio on there now. We've also got a group of guys who write some amazing fucking articles. There's even an about us section for the 6 founding members of the Bloodline, which we'll be adding to. But for right now, go to thebloodline.com and you will see all of this. You'll see a few of our videos and audio up there. You'll see all of the other podcasters. You're also going to see, Out of Here, the new Phillies podcast that Nick started. That's going to be there. New Japan Weekly with Ivan and TK and our man Bakley. That's going to be there, as well as Bakley Slips and so much more. So again, the bloodlinenetwork.com has got you for everything. Check that out while you're there. Last but not least, of course, we have merch. And to get that merch, god damn, I miss Wendy already.
Yes.
Go to trwtmerch.threadless.com. Once you bring up the site, you're going to see the logos we have available. I am working on some new ones. When you click those logos, it is going to give you a vast array of options to put it on. Everything from mugs and tumblers to hoodies, onesies, t-shirts, cell phone cases, buttons, magnets, stickers, bath mats, beach towels, shower curtains, full bedspreads, throw blankets. Did I say leggings? Because we have leggings. Slip-on shoes. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. But go to trwtmerch.threadless.com to see everything you can get. Get yours today. We've got international shipping for you folks across the world. We've got everything under the sun. Go get something, support your favorite podcast, and get my ass to WrestleMania 40 because it's been too long since I've been to the link.
What?
I'm done.
Say it.
Oh, sorry. Sammy and Kevin just hugged. Breaking news, folks. Thank you, Bakley. Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Deuces, bitches.
Enjoy wrestling. If it's not your cup of tea, let someone else drink it. Jesus fuck, Wendy, come back.
Right.
Oh, I got to do that too. Bye.
Think about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.